We are on lesson 2 in book C. This one is Seaside, Stroll. It's supposed to be a review of the time signature. We count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 instead of 1, 2, 3, 4 like we did in 4/4 time with Brother John. This one is more technical at the end. I don't think they're going to have any trouble counting. What they're going to have trouble with is getting on the beat. So we need to definitely play this one slowly because we're going to be shifting to playing this in C position, and then the second time we play it, we're up here. But this is tricky because we've got our left hand right here while we shift. So I'm going to demonstrate that first. So we need to count. It needs to be on the beat. You have to count correctly. I'm just going to play it and show you what the hands look like, and then I'll explain it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm right there. So how do you do this then? How do you teach this? Well, we're going to start with this measure where we're just playing what we know, which is thirds. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Move this hand over. So as we're counting 1, 2, 3, this hand pulls away, goes under because there's nothing here. They didn't even print a rest in here. Nothing is going on here. So as this is playing, this hand goes from 5th finger on G, and it goes up to pick up E with 3rd finger. So then, as we count 1, 2, 3, then this hand moves down to G. So we're going from G to G. We're just switching hands. And then the other hand is going from 3rd finger here to 3rd finger here. So that's the technical side of what's really going on. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we get loud. Okay, so I'm going to play it all the way through. I'll start it the second time up higher, but then I'll quit. Remember, it needs to start piano and it needs to get louder. It needs to sound pretty. It's not too loud. They definitely need to, excuse me, practice it slowly. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's how that one goes. I would practice this a whole bunch of times. Don't worry about that quite as much. That'll come easier. It's getting complicated enough. You might even have them play just the right hand. Then play just the left hand. Then put the two hands together more slowly. Okay, so that's Seaside Stroll. They're not going to enjoy that one as much as they're going to enjoy this one. This one's fun. What I want you to really listen to is how it ends. The ending is different than you expect. So they're going to have to read these notes because that one is going to be different than you expect. Okay, start P. We're going to get louder to mezzo forte. It's going to get louder, louder, and then it's going to get quiet at the very end. So when we play chords, we lift the hands a little bit more. We actually have to come off chords more like we come off the end of a slur. Yeah, it just helps it to sound better. Obviously, we want to make sure we get those notes, the keys played at the same time so it's a blended sound. Nothing unexpected. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, because it repeats. So the first time you go all the way down, but then you don't go all the way down at the end here. We stop and make sure to count that for 3 and then pick that up on the next beat. So that's the tricky thing because we don't expect that. That sounds different. It's not thirds, seconds, thirds, it's thirds, seconds, fourths. So that's it for this week. They should enjoy this week. They're going to have to work on making sure that the Seaside Stroll sounds nice and pretty, just like you're at the ocean, because it sounds like waves. And then we'll come back and we'll be able to progress.